Hey guys, as part of the content creators for gauging, I was lend-leased the F-5A with all the mods the day everyone can get it, so I'm just trying to record this really fast video to give just a very first impression on what to expect about it. So my main focus of the video was gonna be the penguin and the closer support, and honestly, I think it shows some potential, but it still lacks something. Like, my main complaint about the Penguin would be that it doesn't have an optic view as the Maverick has, so you need to aim them in third person, and that's gonna be a really big issue. Also, being an F-5A, the rest of your ordnance, mainly bombs, rockets, and bullpoops, you don't have any computer ballistics to help you aim them, so you're gonna have to be really old school with this and go close, aim them with your eye, and see how they go. Which, once you get used to it, it's not that bad because the ordnance it's rather good, but having to get closer to SPAAs at 11.0, it's a death sentence. Keep in mind that this BR there's Tunguskas and there's Strelas everywhere. And one thing I really think this plane needs for it to work is a light tank. You can use the build, the STRF 940C or the premium CB9105 because you are gonna rely a lot of times in that scouting mechanic to decrease the spawn cost. If you wanna use the Penguin, which is the main objective of spawning with this plane, it costs an extra 330 points to spawn in this. Doesn't matter the combination. If you load the Penguin in, you can bring bombs, rockets, or nothing else. It's gonna cost you 330 points just to take it in. Let's see what we can do here with the Penguin missile, but I don't have much faith, honestly, here. As you can see, I'm trying to aim it, but I can barely see anything here. It's really difficult to scout enemies on my own. I mean, probably depends on how sharp your eye is, but at least for me, I don't think this is gonna be a really efficient tool as of right now. Okay. They are spotting an enemy. I got a solid lock onto him. Let's see what we can do here. There goes the Penguin. It's really slow as well. But at least it's accurate, and oh my god, that through the T-64. But it really reminds me of a hammer bomb from the French Tech 3, but really hard to aim, honestly. Also, at least in the stat card it says you are only gonna get a lock under 2.5 kilometers, so I don't know how bad this is gonna be to try to snipe people off. And yeah, if you are like me that hasn't used bullpups too much, or I think they're called semi-active guidance ITGMs, it's gonna be very hard to aim with this, so I don't know how this is gonna be, but I feel like not the greatest, honestly. But oh god, F5 with the F-5A, I mean, which is the worst of the both flight models of F5. With the ordnance here, 2 bombs and a missile, I'm struggling a lot to retain and gain energy. So I don't know how bad this is gonna be, but yeah, now I'm getting shot at by a Tunguska and I'm barely able to regain speed. Okay, that was a missile somehow, I don't know who launched it. Oh my god, that was really close. And see if I can kill the Tunguska here, but I got no faith. Honestly, Tunguska, close ranges. Not only you have to worry about the missiles, you also have to worry about the guns. And yeah, I mean, that was on me. Tunguska was straight up looking at me for a whole time and I couldn't spot it, but yeah, this is probably what you're gonna get a lot of times. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna try and save my Penguin for later, for an SPA or something that I cannot get close to, because right now I think with only having 1 Penguin total, I'm just gonna use the damn ordnance instead. I really think this plane is gonna require a lot of skill or time to get used to aiming all this ordnance, because at these BRs, not having any type of computer to help you aiming from longer ranges tends to force you to go into short ranges, and that is a very risky maneuver to do. 93 in the RWR, that's Sanosa. I'm gonna be very careful with that. I'm gonna play it a bit back and see if I can snipe it with the penguin. That would be a really good thing to do, I guess. See her in the second spawn. I'm gonna make a marker here, just to know where should I be looking for. 2S38 got me an assist there, very nice. And the USA seems busy with the Z9. Friendly helicopter, so maybe I can even approach it with the rockets or even with the guns. Oh, I see another target moving here. Can I lock it? I don't know what even I locked onto. Just gonna use my... I think it's the USA I locked onto. Full poop there. Ah, I missed. Come on. What is that? Ah, god, yeah. So even with the animation of the missile kinda penning the tank and then exploding, you are still subject to overpressure mechanics. Okay, so that's a big disappointment for me. Let's see if I can get the USA here. I mean, I missed a bullpoop again. I don't know how to aim those, but the explosive on bullpoops are still great for light tanks. That's your strength. Just try to use your ordnance against lighter targets, because you can miss by a few meters and still the explosives might kill them. Oh god, I don't know. I'm not convinced. Honestly, I'm not convinced about this plane. Like, there are so many other good options. You can even get one, of course not for Sweden, but you can get an F-5 with 4 Mavericks, a 30mm gun, and a better flight model at the same VR for America. So I am not sure what they were thinking about this, but they essentially balanced it based on having 8-9Ls, which kinda fair, I guess, but oof, this is gonna be a rough closer support vehicle, and for air battles, the same, I insist. 2 AIM-9Ls, I think it's not gonna cut it for the lack of... Well, not the lack, but the worst flight performance over the F-5A that it's the same BR as you are. Yeah, having the worst engines and all the ordnance, you can see it's taking me a lot of distance to start accelerating. I don't really like this. Also, I was told that you can set a marker on the enemy spawn or where you think the enemy is gonna be, and just use your penguin in third person to launch it that direction, and it will lock onto the target eventually. Which I think it's true. I'm gonna try it out. I'm just gonna scout an SPA on the spawn. I think she's there. No, that's not the SPA I'm locking onto. There we are. Yeah, there's the SPA. Okay, I'm just gonna hide a bit. I could have killed her there, but I wanna try one thing out. So the idea is you set a marker here with your keybind, or you can do it on your minimap by setting a point. And then you can launch the penguin already looking at the point. You can see the square on its own, it's going for the point. So you just aim at that square, and if the SPA is there, I'm gonna see if it works. The penguin is gonna fly towards the spot, and then when it's close enough, if there's a target, it will start locking up the target. Okay, it is. I mean, that thing is interesting. This was very basic example, but you can pull some of this stuff. Like, you can maybe snipe SPAs from 8 or 10 kilometers. Okay, that might make it better than I was at first expecting it. But yeah, sadly only one. Is this gonna hit? Oh, that was perfect. Yes, well, not perfect. I almost missed that, but 1,000 pounds. You still have the quite enough explosive, I guess. But yeah, this is just not my plane. I am sorry. It's not a plane designed for me, I think. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm grinding the event at the same time, but I don't know how to aim this. Yeah, I need to get really close to the enemy to properly aim the bomb. I don't know. Okay, I got 2 more bullpups. I'm not even gonna try to use the guiding system on the manual bullpups because I insist, I have no idea. Just gonna use them as rockets, maybe around here. Oh god, yes. I mean, yeah, they are For for me, they are essentially really powerful rockets. I'm just gonna leave it that way. They are not missiles; they are powerful rockets. Yeah, there he is. It's a Sukhoi 25, but yeah, as I was talking earlier, uh, even if I have aim 9L, which is better than what an F5 would normally bring, if he's flaring as he is right now, I'm not gonna be able to kill him. Yeah, the missile is immediately going for the flares. Just gonna have to trust my guns. I mean, got a hit. It's probably gonna be an assist. There's two players also on him, but I don't really know. I don't really know. Let's see if we can deal with this Leopard before the match ends. Okay, where is he? There he is. I see him. Come on, Bullpoop. Don't fail me now. No, only a crit. You need to be really accurate with this. If you want to use the mass rockets, maybe top 2 down would have worked better, but game was almost over. I'm not really gonna go into depths about air battles. Just know it's an 11.0 F-5A, essentially the same as the American F-5C at 10.7, but you get in return AIM-9Ls, which are a better missile, but honestly, it's not that good, okay? At 11.0, you already have the F-5E, which is the same as you, but with a way better engine and energy retention. So, not the best fighter, okay, at its BR. It's a nice gimmick that you get AIM-9Ls, but it's that, a gimmick. It might help you push the ranks because I know how bad this rank 7 on Sweden can be. But still, the Drakens have been buffed lately. They got down tiered, so I'm not completely sure of how good this is gonna be for her. With that being said, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I would really like to appreciate every one of you that has made this possible, me reaching partnership and be able to test drive the plane before having it grinded. It's a really good thing I can do this nowadays, so thanks a lot everyone, and if you would like me to keep covering all the new vehicles, all the new stuff of the game, just please consider leaving a like, sharing or subscribing. It would help a lot with that. Thank you and see you next video.